And now, WFXR presents Hardee's Friday Night Blitz, powered by Hardee's and by Aquarius Pools and Outdoor Living.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jermaine Farrell, hoping your day is wonderful and blessed like butter. Let's get on a roll, baby. For week 11 of the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz, it's the final week of the VHSL regular season. We have highlights from 13 games. We kick things off over at Sabre Stadium in Forest, where the Jefferson Forest Cavaliers are tied for second in Region 4D. They host the Heritage Pioneers, tied for third in Region 3C in a battle of 8-1 teams. Now, a Heritage win, and they take the Seminole District outright. If Jefferson Forest wins, they can claim a share of the district with the Pioneers and possibly Liberty Christian. So let's get the party started over at Sabre Stadium. Things are fired up. Peyton Jackson, PJ, is going to pitch it to Xander Coleman. He does the rest. He's going to chuck it deep for the 34-yard score to Jack Lee to put JF up 14-7, 8 minutes into half. Then Peyton Jackson and Xander Coleman fumbles on the handoff. Heritage's Dominic Jones. He picks it up. He's going to go the other way, 71 yards, tying the game at 14 with 3 minutes left in the third. And then Austin Walker, he's going to get himself a little field goal action right here. But it was blocked by Heritage. Time's expired, and we are working overtime. Overtime. And then Aiden Slash, you're going to see him later in the show, quarterback keeper, 10 yards out. Heritage, they go and get the win in overtime, 20-14. Now, during the football game, a special tribute. Emma Lemley, the Virginia Tech star, former pitcher, she's playing pro ball, had her JF jersey retired, so a great honor, and congratulations to Emma Lemley and some of her teammates. There it is, the number 5 jersey in full display. Meanwhile, let's go up to Allegheny and Rockbridge. Allegheny wrapping up Region 3C, the regular season, visiting Rockbridge County Wildcats. Gonna get a little action here about Des Jordan. Takes it himself. Yeah, there he is. He's in the highlight. Yeah, there he is. Yep, there he is. Touchdown. I got it. 6-0 Allegheny, and then more Des Jordan. He can run, but guess what? He's going to show he can throw the ball. It's going to go deep to Austin. Color the money green, like the grass. Anything green, greens, all that good stuff. Touchdown, 13-0 Allegheny. Then DJ again, Des Jordan hooking up with guess who? Austin, not the city in Texas. Green, the color of money or grass. We'll take it in. Touchdown. 20-0 Allegheny. And Allegheny, they go on and roll tonight 39-0. Let's go to some scores. Amherst County wins over Rustburg 38-10. EC Glass wins the Hickory Stick over Brookville. Yeah, that's the rivalry, 23-20. Liberty Christian, 6th in Region 3C, wins over Liberty 50-20. And it was Radford getting the dub over Martinsville. They were 4th in Region 2C, Radford 41-12. Meanwhile, Three Rivers District action, Glenver going for a perfect 10-0 regular season for the first time in 10 years. They take on Floyd County. Glenver first in Region 2C, Floyd third in the same region. Go to the first quarter. Sam Phillips, the all guy. He can do it all for Floyd. He's going to run to the outside, gets a little block, and yes, he's in for the score. Floyd County takes the 6-0 lead, and then Glenver on 4th and 7. Brody Doyot goes to the air. The Charlotte commit hooks up with Jace Forster. Comes down with it for the touchdown. His initials like mine. I love it. 7-6 Glenver, then more Glenver. Doyot to Forster again over stride. Touchdown. 14-6 to Glenver. Glenver, they're enter the playoffs a perfect 10-0 with a 24-6 win over Floyd. Staying in the Three Rivers, James River, 6th in Region 2C, visiting Carroll County team. They're 5th in Region 3D. It was Army National Guard night at Thompson Field. The home team Cavaliers trading out their home blue jerseys for the Camos. Carroll County drives 80 yards on opening drive, capped it off by this 10-yard run by Keelan Cuttier with a touchdown. Carroll County up 7-0. Next was at James River. How about freshman QB Merritt Hammonds? Does not account for the Carroll County linebacker Sam Grady. Haterade picks it off right there. Then the Cavs convert that into points. Jaden Brown, what can he do for you? Takes the handoff off the left side, and that boy gone in camo. Touchdown. He's going to go hunting after the game. 14-0. And James River, they try to come back, but in the end, the Carroll County Cavaliers get the win, 35-25. Let's go back to the scoreboard. We see that it was Bassett blanking Halifax County 56-0. No score yet on Tunstall, Mecklenburg County. Salem wins big over Christiansburg to keep their playoff hopes alive, 59-36, and it was Pulaski winning over Hidden Valley, 68-6. Coming up on the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz with all your action, Ryan Moy joins me with a look at games in Roanoke, Vinton, Daleville, Blacksburg, and the VISAA Division II semifinals featuring North Cross. Stick and stay, please.
Now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Band of the Week. And now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz is back.
Speaking of who's back, WXR Weekend Sports anchor Ryan Moyer in the house. It's playoff time in the VISAA. North Cross Raiders looking to advance to the Division II Finals.
Yeah, that is correct. North Cross hosting Atlantic Shores Christian in the VISA Division II semifinals. The Raiders beat the Seahawks for the state title back in 2022, 13-0 at home. Lost in the state final in 2021 to Atlantic Shores. On the road, 36-26 this year. North Cross beat the Seahawks in the regular season. To Willis Field we go, a trip to the chip. You like how I did that? On the line.
I like it. I wanted some dip after that.
Thank you. First quarter, Jazeel Hart with the carry into the end zone for the touchdown.
You gotta have heart.
7-0 Raiders. Second quarter, Hart with the ball again, finds the end zone for the score. That's 14-0
Right.
North Cross. Later, Kingston Packett. We find Jazeel Hart.
Again.
See how this is going.
That's a hat trick.
That's 21-0. Hart would have 5 touchdowns in tonight's contest.
One for the thumb.
Go
Oh,
ahead,
I
young
love
man.
the dance.
But for a little defense, sophomore Devin Reed. He
Yeah.
said, not today, brother.
Yeah.
That brother said, not
Yeah.
today. North Cross holds on to advance to the Division II Finals with a 35-29 win over Atlantic Shores Christian. Let's hear from the winners.
You know, they just had to come together as a team. You know, we've been fighting with them all practice. You know, like, you know, I tell them the way you practice is the way you play. You know, sometimes the guys don't understand it when you're preaching it to them. You know, today in the show.
It felt great, you know, being able to be that leader, being able to put the team on our back and have this outcome. Even a win is a win for us, you know. We wasn't coming into this game with a blowout. Well, we were just like, let's play our football, let's play ready for our football, and let's see the outcome. And that's what it was, 35-29, and it's a win for us. We're on to the state championship game now.
Well, in the other VISAA semifinals, in a battle of the Saints, I like that, St. Anne's Belfield visiting Nansemond Suffolk And St. Anne wins over Nansemond-Suffolk 26-0. Well, it was a battle out there over at Willis Field. But hey, the Raiders continue to reign supreme, Jermaine.
And all you got to do is win. You don't apologize for winning, and you're in the championship game. So that'll be a good one next week against St. Anne's Belfield. They're from Charlottesville, by the way. So let's go to the scores while you mosey on over here. We have Appomattox winning over Nelson County. They're 5th in Region 2C. Beat the 7th team in Region 2C 38-7. Dan River, 8th in Region 2C, wins over Chatham 42-12. No score yet on Smith Mountain Lake Christian and Mount View. And Virginia High wins over Marion by the score of 40-0. With Ryan, we have the Blue Ridge District portion of the show as the William Fleming Colonels hosting the Franklin County Eagles, as this is a big game. Not only in Region 5C, but overall, Fleming clinched the district title last week.
Yes, sir. Well, the Colonels are on a 4-game winning streak, including 2 straight shutouts. The Eagles have won 2 in a row, though. William Fleming enters the game 3rd in Region 5C, while Franklin County is in the 8th and final playoff spot in Region 5C.
Yeah, you have a win here over Franklin County would move them up, definitely help them out. But let's go to the highlights. Colonel stay in Miller Field for the game. It was senior night at the Cliff. Things looking good. William Fleming, how about a senior? Jasir Preston to Cy Steelman. Yes, he can catch the ball. Touchdown. He flexed. And it was 7-0 Colonels. And Frank Winston Davenport to Quincy Pruitt Ramsey. Ryan, that ball hung up there like a punt. 60 yards. Tied at 7. But in the second quarter, Davion, hey, Day Faulkner punches it in from the 1. Fleming retakes the lead 14-7. But then Franklin County's Davenport, no luck here. It's going to get some haterade interception. Zion, Knight, Rook, Bishop, Queen, King, all the pieces on the chessboard. He's going to roll and run right there. But then how about Jasir Preston pointing out, hey, I need a block. But yeah, there you go. I need a block. Can I get there? Pylon, touchdown. Causes them number 14 yards out. Fleming with a 27 lead. And Fleming, they win tonight over the Eagles 26-7.
Okay, well, we go to Benton for the War on 24. 18 miles of Highway 24 roadway separates William Byrd, Stanton River, senior night for the Terriers as they beat Golden Eagles in the regular season and playoffs last season. Well, Stanton River is 9th in Region 3D, right behind Cave Spring for 8th. William Byrd tied for 3rd with Northside in Region 3D. Well, look at this first drive. It's Kanan Lutz. He finds James Toller.
Wow.
Takes off from around 55. This was legitimately like the second.
That's driving 55.
That's
Ryan.
Crazy. All the way to the house. They go for 2. That's 8-0 Terriers. Terriers in the red zone, though. It's Gray Matthews with the carry for the TD. They kick the extra point.
The great team.
15-0 Burt. Stanton River, though, they respond. They say anything you can do, we can do too. Griffin Sheets with the keeper. Terriers, well, they end up blocking the extra point.
That's right.
That's 15-6 Burt.
Right.
Second quarter, though, Terriers back in the driver's seat, and it's Kevin Green. Sees nothing but
Color
green all the
money.
way. Look at that.
Yes.
Money. Thank you, Ronald Isley. Well, the Terriers win this one 51-12, Jermaine.
That was OJ's.
That's right.
Anyway,
that
rivalry time over at
OJ's.
Cavaliers Stadium. Lord Bata having their senior night hosting Northside in a key Region 3D game. As Ryan said earlier, the Vikings are tied with the Terriers for 3rd in Region 3D. 3/10 support behind Bata for 2nd. First quarter, Angel Rigney's going to take the direct snap. Powers his way in from 1 yard out. Cavaliers up 7-0, and then more Angel Rigney in the second quarter. Takes a snap from 2 yards out. Finds Pater. Second score of the night. 14. Can I get some more Angel Rigney? Yes, I can. His 3rd. The hat trick in the first half. 21-0 Cavaliers, Ryan. But they had to hold off a second half rally by Northside to win 28-21.
Oh, wow. Well, on to the River Ridge District. Patrick Henry holding the top spot in Region 5C, trying to win the district outright and go 10-0 for the first time since 1985.
Dare I say I was
taking
11.
on a Blacksburg team hanging on to the 8th spot in Region 4D. Patrick Henry, look at this. That's Jake Painter. Paint me a picture right there. Nice little tree with Cameron Hairston. Makes it 6-0 PH.
Right.
Later, 9-0 PH. Blacksburg rushing touchdown. Luke Mann. Get that man. He gets it in. Makes it 9-7. Patrick Henry winning, though. Patrick Henry, though, look at this. We all know who this man is. It's Marion Purdue.
That's right.
He's bringing the chicken.
Beast mode.
Barbecue chicken.
That's
Brings the score to 15-7. Patrick Henry, PH, with the 35-14 win over Blacksburg, Jermaine.
Let's go to the scores, Mr. Moy. Auburn, the 8th seed in Region 1C. They get the forfeit win over Galax. Mountain Empire, Grayson County, 3rd in Region 1C, shuts out the 9th team in Region 1C. Fort Chiswell 35-0. And Bland County lost to Montcalm, West Virginia. That was a 55-14 game. Coming up on the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz with all your action, we go to Danville for our game of the week. And boy, was it a game of the week. The Magna Vista Warriors and the George Washington Eagles. More Blitz coming up on the other side.
And now, WFXR Sports presents Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week.
While Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week is for the Piedmont District title, it didn't disappoint. George Washington 8-1 overall, 5-0 in the district, hosting Magna Vista as they are a 9-0 in the district and 5-0 overall. Now, the Warriors are first in Region 3D. The Eagles are tied for second in Region 4D with Jefferson Forest. They trail handily both those teams by 0.6 of a point for first. So let's go to the Eagles' nest. And they are running out both teams' strong defense. The district title only. Here's how it goes down. GW, Stanford, not the college, not the school, Lipscomb. He's going to run it from 25 yards out in that mass of humanity. Yes, he squirts through for the score. 7-0 Birds. But then Magna Vista with the ball. Simeon Moore goes to the air, hooks up with T-Mart. Shopping there. It's Tyler Martin for the score. And that ties it at 7. Second quarter, a fumble issue here. Martin, GW would get a fumble here. Magna Vista would come out. Only a field goal would come out of the drive, so the Warriors, they take a first half lead there, 10-7. But then Magna Vista gets an interception by Martin, gets payback for that. But then GW, anything you can do, you give it and you take it away. How about this? Tristan Newby with the crisp pick, back-to-back interceptions. Defense flexing a little bit, then right before the play, Martin was ruled out of bounds as he runs it there. He didn't get in. They ruled him out of bounds. It looked like he was in, but he got in there for the touchdown. Warriors lead 16-7, but this game goes to double overtime, and in the end, GW knocks off Magna Vista for the ranks of the unbeaten to win the Piedmont 50-49. Let's hear from the victors.
Boy, these boys are fired up, man. There ain't no quitting this team, man. 2 overtimes, both teams scoring. You know, had to get a defensive stop right there. Yeah, I'm so excited about our guys, man. They played hard.
Talk about the resilience of this team. Y'all did not stop fighting. That second half was a shootout, and back and forth touchdowns was going, but you guys were the one that came out on top.
That's the heartbeat of this team, man. They've done this numerous times. We've been down at halftime 3 or 4 times, had to make drives late in the game to go score or tie it up. They did it again tonight. They've done it many times this year, man. This team's got a lot of heart. They ain't going to quit. quit. Man, it's a district championship, man. It's one of our goals, man. I'm super excited, man. We're going to have some fun tonight.
We just really came out here and we was just make it break, see who wanted more. And it came down to that in the third and fourth quarter, and we came out and we seen who wanted it more. We're going to take any means possible. We're not going to go down. We only go down between ourselves, and we're not going down. We just Eagles, and we're going to get there.
I tell you what, Dan May and Miriam Chamberlain had a ball in that game. So GW, they've won their 9th in a row, by the way. So both those teams are going to be a factor in their respective divisions. Meanwhile, on to the Dogwood District title tilt. A lot of district titles on the line. Gretna perfect in district play and on an 8-game winning streak, taking on an Alta Vista team looking for a share of the district crown. Now, Alta Vista are second in Region 1B. They trail Sussex Central by nearly a point. Gretna, they're second in Region 2C. So to Bond Field we go. Things are getting fired up and pumped up for this ball game. And how about this? Rayshawn Logan hands it off to Khalil Waller. He does the rest. Half 100. And if you keep scoring home, that's 50 yards to the house call. 7-0 Gretna, but then Alta Vista. Yeah, waving your arms like you don't care. Anyway, how about Cooper Brooks? CB! 10-4, good buddy. Touchdown with the quarterback keeper retired at 7. And then how about some more Brooks? He calls his own number again, gets it through the mass of humanity, and that boy gone. A long way to the house. Touchdown, Alta Vista up 14-7. But then Gretna, again, a lot of points in this ball game. How about Logan? Calls his own number and leaps over. Didn't have to, but he did it. Touchdown, ties the game. But the Colonels, they win a close one over the Hawks tonight, 48-47. Mountain Empire District, you had George Wythe. They can win the district title outright, but Giles going for a share. George Wythe fourth in Region 1C. They trail Grayson by 1/100th of a point. Giles first in Region 1C, leads Craig County by a half of 100 there. Picking up score 46-13 Giles, and George Wythe, Caden Gollier puts it in for the touchdown. Giles' lead is cut to 46-20, but George Wythe looking to go to the air. But how about Will Tickle Me Elmo? I had to say it for the young kids. Touchdown. The interception by Giles. That sets up Giles. They're going to get one into the zone. Antonio Wilcox's son. Yes, he's somebody's son, running hard for the touchdown. And Giles wins over George Wythe 53-20. Pioneer District, Narrows visiting Bath County. Green Wave, they can win the district outright. Narrows fifth in Region 1C. Bath, they're seventh. Narrows up 6-0. Looking for more. The Chargers going to the air. Hunter Kirby's pass picked off by Elijah Carnutsa. Yes, I said it right. And guess what? He intercepts at 5 yards in the end zone. So guess what he's going to do? Now he's going to get 100. He's going to get an Abraham Lincoln to add to it. 105 yards, pick six. That's a Green Wave play. 13-0 Narrows. It felt more like a green tsunami. But then Ethan Bryant, he's going to go in, going to fumble the snap. And Antonio Conscious, he's going to jump up it for Narrows. Then the first play following that turnover, it's TB, not Terry Bradshaw, not Tom Brady. How about Tucker Bryan? A lot of TBs there. Or Tampa Bay, or Tully Blanchard, or wrestler. Anyway, over to Cooper Helvey for that touchdown, 20-0 Narrows. And Narrows wins this one big over Bath County, 48-7. Let's go to the scores. Craig County second in Region 1C. Could move up possibly. They win 36-0 over Meadow Bridge, West Virginia. Perry McClure getting the win over Eastern Montgomery, 48-22. It's Chilhowie over Holston, 40-15. And Honaker winning over Rural Retreat, 38-32.
And now, WFXR presents Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week.
Well, this week's athlete continues to excel on the field. Not only did he put up 2 touchdowns, but he and his team were able to hand Liberty Christian their second loss of the season and their 35-33 win over the Bulldogs last Friday. And guess what? He's your player of the week.
Aiden Slash, quarterback, Heritage High School. I mean, I did perform good, but I couldn't do it without my teammates, really. My line, I want to give a good shout out to them. I couldn't get both of them touchdowns on feet without them, or we couldn't move the ball up and down the field without them. Give a shout out to the defense. They stopping the ball, keeping the offense on the field so we can put points on the board and so I could perform.
What has Coach Bradley meant to you?
He mean a lot to me. Like it's not just about football with him. Like, he helps you outside of the game. Like, he helps you become a man, not just on the field, outside of sports and anything. Like, he holds you accountable. Putting this jersey on is like everything to me. Like, this is what I am. Like, I am a pioneer. Like, this is what I do. I play football. This is like what I want to do. This is like, they became like, built me to who I became. It started off rocky, but you know, it's not all gonna be good. It's gonna be humps that you just gotta get over. And I feel like that I just kept going, didn't give up. And I had my teammates, coaches, they pushing me, telling me I got it. They not putting me down, they keep picking me up. And they did that, and I feel like after the few years, and I just got it. And I'm still not done. I'm not the best I can be yet, so I'm still keep getting better and better.